stream anytime, anywhere with the free PBS app.
You've probably seen them where you live. Low-slung, humble homes called bungalows.
They're very humble. It's hard to make a not humble bungalow.
But this 8,000 square foot bungalow does not look like any bungalow I've ever seen.
You're right, it's the bungalow on steroids.
It was the California retreat of David and Mary Gamble of Cincinnati. Their family fortune was built on blockbuster products like Ivory, the soap that floats. But despite the Gamble's extraordinary wealth, they wanted an unpretentious home that would connect them with the local landscape.
The Gambles could easily have built a traditional large Beaux-Arts style mansion, but they were saying, no, we're going to align ourselves with the like-minded patrons who appreciated this search for simplicity.
The Gambles found kindred spirits in architects Charles and Henry Green, who were also from Cincinnati.
But they were coming to California, and so they were looking around for ways to express the Californian-ness of this place.
The Greens had flirted with all kinds of influences at the turn of the century: craftsman and colonial, California ranch, and Japanese.
So that when the wealthy clients like the Gambles came along, they knew exactly what they were doing.
The Greens took their stylistic stew and mixed it with the bungalow. This simple earthbound structure gave the Gambles what they dreamed of: a casual California lifestyle.
The word bungalow comes from the Bengali vocabulary. In India, the bungalow was a one-story house with a porch that wrapped all the way around to allow the breezes to come through and mitigate the heat of the day.
Wow! Almost everything in this house was custom designed by the Green brothers and handcrafted for the Gambles.
It's all hand-finished.
From the stairwell
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
to the doors, it's almost like there's a tree outside the window, to the entire living room. Everything in this room, the rug.
All 5 of the rugs, the furniture, the light fixtures,
fixtures.
the fireplace tools even.
The fireplace tools.
Fireplace tools, the piano.
And they were specifically designed to go in the places where they are, right?
Yes, yes.
Would it drive the Greens nuts if the Gambles rearranged the furniture?
I'm sure they hoped that their clients would keep their pieces in the right places.
This handcrafted aesthetic is a hallmark of the arts and crafts movement. It was a back-to-basics approach that stressed craftsmanship and simplicity over the mass production of the industrial age.
When machines start to take the place of humans, there is a great fear of dehumanization, of us losing what we are, our essence. And part of our essence is to make. We are makers.
This marriage of handcrafted design with a low-slung home became known as the Craftsman Bungalow.
The Craftsman Bungalow was meant to be a really appealing form to the middle classes.
The nation would see a bungalow building boom in the early 20th century, and the Gamble House would become its most celebrated example.
In fact, the house became famous. It was published in the newspapers. There were postcards made of this house.
Even for those who didn't have the Gamble's wealth, the bungalow became synonymous with the American dream. Anyone who could afford a piece of land could afford a humble home to go on it.
This was an opportunity for people to get out of their cramped row houses and into their own house. There's something so home-like about these places that they're irresistible.